Good evening. Prosecutors and the defense for a former Bernalillo County sergeant are preparing to head to trial next week. Today they were arguing over what will and will not be heard in the trial.
David Premazon is accused of kicking a suspect in the head while deputies already had him handcuffed. News 13's Rebecca Atkins is live at District Court this evening with that story. Rebecca?
Yeah, Dean and Jess, a lot of the focus today was regarding what exactly this case is about. Premazon's attorney doesn't want the jury getting confused, saying this is about an aggravated battery, not if his client was a good cop or not.
This case is about whether or not this man kicked another man in his head. That's all this case is about.
Fighting words today from attorney Sam Bregman, who's defending former BCSO Sergeant David Premazon. He is arguing the case against his client is not about his abilities as a cop.
This is much more straightforward. This is, did he kick him in the head?
In a hearing today, Bregman and prosecutors argued over what can and cannot be heard during the trial for Premazon. He is facing aggravated battery charges for an arrest last year when Christopher Lucero fled from deputies. While in cuffs, other deputies came forward, saying Premazon unnecessarily kicked Lucero in the head, breaking his left eye socket and leaving him with permanent damage.
We have to show that he acted outside the scope of his lawful duties as a police officer.
Prosecutors want their expert witness to testify what is and is not lawful as a police officer when it comes to use of force.
So what we have with Mr. Montgomery is an expert who can educate a layperson jury on where the line of force begins and ends.
The judge wanted to talk that out.
And if the state wants to prove that an officer in making contact with someone has committed a crime, they essentially have to show that that is unlawful.
Another big argument if the defense could mention the allegations stemmed from conspiracy and misconduct within BCSO and Sheriff Manny Gonzalez.
The reality is that the defense has a right to make a defense. That the issues that are being brought up do go directly to any sort of motive to fabricate on the part of the witnesses.
Now, Judge Gallegos has yet to make a decision on the state's expert witness who again would testify what an officer can and cannot do when it comes to the use of force. He's expected to rule on that this Friday. Dean and Jess, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Premazon's trial is set to begin next Tuesday. Premazon is suing the county, saying he was targeted and treated differently than other deputies. The suspect in this case is suing the county for abuse of force.